Alright, let's talk about the issue that all of us paid so much attention to in the last few weeks. Animation in the new Mass Effect game, Mass Effect Andromeda. Everyone is raving on about the bad quality animations in the game, from the weird shaped eyes to the disproportionate faces and strange expressions and mimics. This is, by the way, in a game that was made on a $40 million budget and developed by one of the biggest game developer companies, BioWare. The company had previously made the great Mass Effect trilogy, Dragon Age games, Jade Empire, and the Great Knights of the Old Republic. So what caused the characters of the game to not have realistic looking animation, flat out funny, or even creepy facial expressions that stick out so much in the game? A large portion of which is focused on exploring different worlds, learning about different characters and worlds, and a lot of dialogues, which take up about a quarter of the game's time. If you look at other games that the company has made, and you examine all of those dialogues that those games had, not all of them can be seen as perfectly made. Not all of the characters' expressions look as close as possible to real life people. Hell, even Mass Effect 1 and 2 had some problems in that department. Both Dragon Age 1 and 2, as well as Inquisition, had a lot of technical glitches when it came down to facial animation. And for some reason not that many people noticed those, and weren't raving about those. This can all be explained by the fact that this is an RPG game. And RPG games historically didn't always have the best animations. Those games have an enormous amount of characters, each with their own histories and lives. All of that has to be taken into account by game developers. All of this takes money to make, and all of this takes up a huge chunk of the developer's time and effort. Not every character in the game is going to have motion capture technology used for it, and certainly not every aspect of the game is going to be looked into thoroughly as people hope they would like to. Does this excuse the company for not making high quality animations and everything looking on the highest level of quality as possible? Certainly not, and I'm not patronizing the company for doing so in any way. But this is definitely something to keep in mind when looking at things such as this. The company is definitely not known for making cookie cutter projects that simply try to sell you the same thing, rebranded in a different package. The company was known to approach the development of the project with great care and attention to detail, especially when you look at the earlier days of the company. What people do want to see, however, is great writing and interesting lives and characters, which the previous Mass Effect games all had. So how about this one? Does this one nail it all? Well, mostly it does. The games still turn out to be interesting and involving, but the worlds are still interesting to explore.